These farmers have been living in continual anxiety for the past half-month as a result of the vicious rampage of terrible beasts that have been occurring here. As they take turns guarding their fields from sunrise till midnight, they are resolute in their efforts to keep the destructive herd from entering and wreaking havoc on their production. In response, hunting teams have stepped in quickly to combat and stop these monsters while they are in the area. The dramatic search and ambush will now be captured in its entirety through the use of spectacular film. Now is the time to follow along. First on the agenda for today is a large field where monster creatures are wreaking havoc on the crops. Wild boars, known for their aggressive behavior and high reproduction rates, have become a growing threat in many rural areas. These animals frequently cause severe damage to agricultural land, destroy crops, and pose risks to both human and livestock safety. To address this escalating problem, professional wildlife control teams have been deployed with specialized tracking dogs trained to detect the presence of wild boars. Once the dogs pick up a scent, the team quickly prepares for action. Movement in the rice fields, such as swaying stalks, can indicate a nearby boar. When such signs appear, the hunters adopt a ready position. In one instance, a wild boar suddenly charged, prompting an immediate response. The threat was quickly neutralized before any harm could occur. Tracking continued into adjacent fields, where another boar appeared unexpectedly. A well-placed shot ensured the animal could no longer cause further damage. Spotting additional tracks through binoculars, another team member prepared for a possible encounter. A boar soon emerged from the underbrush, and once again, swift action ensured the safety of the surrounding area. In dense forested zones, where wild boars often hide, hunters must rely on experience, patience, and precise coordination. Ambush positions are established based on terrain and previous tracking data. From a distance, a silhouette may flash briefly through the trees. In such cases, long-range marksmen play a crucial role in protecting the team and maintaining control of the situation. Elsewhere, another team member demonstrated the importance of constant vigilance. When a boar rushed through the clearing, a calm and measured response helped prevent potential danger. The process of hunting wild boars involves more than tracking and shooting. It requires keen instinct, environmental awareness, and respect for the balance between nature and human activity. During another moment in the operation, an unexpected encounter forced one team member to take cover behind a tree. A boar emerged quickly from the brush, but due to proper preparation and quick judgment, the situation was resolved immediately. Each successful encounter contributes to reducing the risk these animals pose to local communities. This operation serves not only to manage wildlife populations, but also to protect natural ecosystems and agricultural livelihoods. It is a test of alertness, teamwork, and precision in difficult environments, from dense forests to open fields and snow-covered mountains. In colder climates such as the Romanian highlands, similar efforts are underway. Teams are stationed at critical points where wild boars are likely to appear. In one case, a wild boar emerged from the trees and entered an open clearing. A timely and accurate shot prevented it from escaping into populated areas. As the teams advanced through the snowy terrain, they encountered another wild boar hiding in dry shrubs. Using a calculated angle, they acted decisively, ensuring safety and preventing crop damage. Hunting in snowy regions presents unique challenges, where weather conditions can be as difficult as the animals themselves. In a separate operation in the forests of Turkey, another team arrived early and positioned itself in key locations. After a short period of observation, one member spotted a wild boar moving rapidly through the brush. Responding immediately, the individual took a single, accurate shot, preventing the animal from escaping and causing harm. These wildlife control operations are essential in areas where wild boars threaten ecosystems, agriculture, and human safety. Through careful planning, ethical methods, and a deep understanding of animal behavior, hunters contribute to maintaining a balanced and peaceful coexistence between people and nature. Another imminent threat was swiftly and decisively neutralized. At the same time, deep within a remote forest, a tense and dangerous standoff unfolded between a hunter and a large, aggressive wild boar. The sharp barks of hunting dogs echoed through the trees, prompting the team to respond without delay. Suddenly, a massive wild boar emerged from the thicket. The moment it saw the hunter, it charged straight ahead with incredible speed. Calmly and with steady precision, the hunter raised his firearm and took the shot. The bullet hit its mark, halting the beast's attack just in time. The encounter was intense. A single second's delay could have led to a very different outcome. Elsewhere in the forest, a sharpshooter stationed in a hidden position spotted another wild boar attempting to flee. Without hesitation, a clean shot was fired, and the animal collapsed behind a tree. Moments later, yet another wild boar charged from the shadows. A single, well-placed shot ended the confrontation. These rapid, controlled responses helped bring a close to the destructive rampage these animals had unleashed on the area. As the ground trembled beneath charging hooves and the forest filled with sudden commotion, the power and unpredictability of wild boars were on full display. A thunderous roar accompanied each encounter, and the intensity of the hunt was both raw and unforgettable. The question lingered: would the hunters react in time, or would the wild boars turn the tables in a split second? What followed was a relentless pursuit that pushed the limits of both instinct and strategy. The day's hunt began in New South Wales, where vast post-harvest fields stretch endlessly ideal conditions for fast-paced chases. At sunrise, a team of hunters arrived at the designated starting point, well prepared and fully equipped. The team's driver expertly navigated the rough terrain, scanning for signs of recent wild boar activity. Soon, a massive hog estimated to weigh over 180 kilograms was cornered by one of the hunting dogs. With its escape route cut off, the hunters sprang into action. One team member jumped from the vehicle, took aim, and responded with remarkable speed. A single shot echoed across the field, and the animal collapsed, instantly eliminated before it could launch an attack. It was a precise and efficient takedown, an example of disciplined coordination and skill. But while this chapter in New South Wales drew to a close, another was just beginning deep within the Carpathian Forest, a region long regarded as a haven for elusive wild boars. Another team, stationed at the edge of the forest, advanced through dense weeds and unpredictable marshlands. Each step required caution, as the terrain itself posed hidden dangers. Within minutes, the team spotted a herd of wild boars taking cover beneath thick foliage. Without needing to speak, each member instinctively moved into position. A shot rang out, triggering chaos. The herd scattered, cries filling the air as several more shots followed in rapid succession. One of the animals dropped just a few meters from where the team was positioned. As the echoes of gunfire faded into the Carpathian woods, the next phase of the operation led to the Bacony Forest. This lush, moisture-rich terrain provided ideal breeding grounds for wild boars, making it one of the most challenging locations for containment. Here, a seasoned marksman led the group, each member moving according to a carefully laid-out plan. While monitoring from a low ridge, a gunshot from a teammate revealed the hiding place of a nearby boar. Acting swiftly, the marksman advanced and neutralized the animal at close range. It was another crucial moment in this high-pressure sequence of events. Yet just as the region began to settle, a new pursuit erupted, this time in a completely different setting. The Mississippi River, often imagined as tranquil, also serves as a lesser-known refuge for wild boars living far from human settlements. Along its narrow branches, a team of hunters maneuvered silently in kayaks, scanning the riverbanks for signs of movement. After nearly 15 minutes, a group of wild boars was spotted resting near the water's edge. Moving quickly and without hesitation, the team opened fire. 2 boars were taken down instantly, while the rest bolted for cover, disappearing into the forest. A once tranquil river had become the final resting place for a group of invasive wild boars. Before the last of their bodies had even settled beneath the Mississippi mud, a new pursuit was already underway. The destination: the farmlands of Texas, a region heavily damaged by repeated wild boar incursions, causing millions in agricultural losses. This time, a new hunting operation was leading the charge. As the team arrived, they immediately dispersed and assumed their predetermined positions. Within minutes, a wild hog emerged, startled and running for the cover of the forest. Its escape was short-lived. A series of controlled, precise gunshots followed its every step until the final shot brought it down right at the edge of the woods, the very boundary it had hoped would offer safety. Wild boars are known for their high intelligence and powerful hooves. They are notorious for destroying crops and unsettling rural communities. In response, experienced hunting teams continue to confront them regardless of weather conditions in an effort to protect local agriculture. What follows is a series of strategic ambushes and fast-paced pursuits that demonstrate both skill and determination. One notable mission took place in the snowy mountain ranges of Turkey. The hunters traveled deep into the frozen landscape using an all-terrain vehicle and quickly positioned themselves at pre-planned locations. On the eastern ridge, movement was detected. A dark figure streaked across the snow. A single shot was fired, and the wild boar dropped, motionless, against the white terrain. Elsewhere in the forest, another hunter spotted a boar weaving between dense branches. The animal was unaware it had entered the path of a rifle. As it emerged, a quick volley of shots rang out, eliminating any chance of escape. In a nearby area, fresh hoofprints led another hunter to a boar concealed among bushes. Without hesitation, a clean shot ended the chase. The threat was swiftly neutralized. The hunt continued to intensify. The sound of barking dogs echoed across the frozen forest, prompting one of the team members to rush toward the scene. A wild boar had been surrounded, desperately attempting to flee. Another shot was fired, effectively ending the pursuit. The hunt had left another mark in the snowy mountains, precise and unrelenting. In France, another operation unfolded in a garden that had been damaged by wild boars. A separate team formed a tight perimeter. Minutes after taking position, 2 wild boars broke through the line. The larger one was quickly brought down by coordinated fire. The second boar managed to escape into a neighboring field. Quick to respond, one team member radioed in the escape direction. Moments later, the boar was spotted again on the far side, setting the stage for another ambush.